Welcome back to the center of it all. It's now officially summer and a perfect time to hit the golf course. Now state-of-the-art technology can help you perfect your game. John Stroh has more.
The Penn State PGA Golf Management Program is the only accredited program in the country with 3D motion capture technology. Eric Hanley, director of the Golf Teaching and Resource Center, shows us how it can improve your game.
Our students have an interest in golf and need to develop that interest and their knowledge of that year-round. Weather's an issue for us, so we felt like there was an opportunity to improve what the students were doing in the off-season. Those are the months November to March. So this was born out of that idea of improving the students' game as well as improving their knowledge and instruction for when they graduate. And so that's how it started. We then felt like Penn State had a bigger opportunity or a bigger obligation to maybe do research in this facility as well.
This advanced technology, similar to what is used to create video game animation, can assess every angle and motion of a golf swing. Members of the Penn State program can use this data to find specific areas of the swing that need improvement.
We could tell you how much your left hip is moving or how much your elbow is moving and where it is at any time. For you, that's maybe not as important. If you're going to want to just hit the golf ball better, you don't need all the information that we can gather. We got to hone it down to one or two things that's extremely important for you in your golf swing that'll help piece together a more effective and efficient golf swing. So that's up to us, the golf professional, to be able to decipher all the information and pick out what's most important.
The addition of the two 3D motion capture systems won't just make Penn State students play better. This technology will provide a number of benefits for Penn State and the surrounding community.
It's to help them be better players, and that's pretty self-evident from the space and the technology that's in it. But the other thing is to try to help them understand the golf swing and how to apply what they understand in the golf swing to help everybody else be better players. So for our students to have an opportunity to get on a system like this, to see the output that comes through this, and to be able to be a part of the research that we hope to do, we think it'll be invaluable for them when they graduate. They're going to be a step ahead. They're going to have been exposed to something that even if they don't have this technology where they are, they'll be able to use the results from this to be a better golf professional.
Hanley says they will use a 3D version of professional golfers as models to develop the key components that make up an effective swing.
You go to a PGA Tour event or you see them on TV, people always remark, man, it looks like they're swinging so easy. How do they hit it so far but they're swinging so easy? It's because they're efficient. And we can take a look at that efficiency on 3D. We can see when are they firing their hips and at what speed, and how is that relative to the way that they're turning their shoulders, and how is that relative to the way that they're moving their arms, and then down to the club. And so there's a sequence of events that we look for. There's a pattern that we look for.
Hanley hopes that this technology will someday be useful for all types of golfers. But for now, he encourages beginning golfers to stick to the course.
It's certainly an advanced piece of technology that right now has been used predominantly with the best players in the world. But I think we're going to see a trickle-down effect. So I truly believe that it's on the PGA Tours right now. The next step is the better amateur golfer, the serious golfer. They're going to gain access to it. And then it'll trickle down to the weekend golfer. And then we'll figure out a good way to use it with the beginning golfer.
The Penn State PGA Golf Management Program is reaching new heights, and Hanley hopes this technology will not only change the face of golf instruction, but also grow the number of people who play the game, as well as the skill level they bring to it.
We need players to play better, quite frankly. That'll grow the game. If the game is easier to play and more successes are accomplished, if you will, then we'll grow the game. We'll get more people playing the game. So instruction's a big key, a big factor in that. To be able to determine the efficiency is, I think, going to be the future. These systems right now are quite expensive, tens of thousands of dollars. In the future, technology is going to get better. It already is. Some of this is making its way out there right now. But to be able to do everything that we can in here, I think we're probably about 10 years from having this on a driving range to where the PGA professional can do a lot of the same type of stuff.
If you'd like to learn more, log on to psu.edu and search PGM. In the center of it all, I'm John Stroh.
Thanks, John. Ladies, are you tired of sitting on the couch and just watching football? Now you can get into the game. Penn State decided to take notice of their female fans and give them a true football education. Many people dream of running out of this very tunnel onto the field of Beaver Stadium. And now you don't have to be a Penn State football player to be a part of the action.
Outside, oh, that girl, outside leg, perfect.
Sitting in the stands of Beaver Stadium, you're one of thousands of die-hard Penn State football fans. But Penn State has found a way to set yourself apart and give true fans an up-close and personal experience and a chance to earn your own spot on the Penn State roster. Assistant coach Mike McQueary says this is a great way to get women more immersed in the Penn State experience.
We just thought it would be neat. I'm sure there are a lot of women that watch football on Saturdays with their husbands or boyfriends or whatnot, and they're wishing they knew a little bit more about the game and would be able to talk about it with them. So Patrick Steenberg and Jay and some of the guys got together and say, hey, let's have a women's camp and expose them to a little bit of football and kind of the finer points and details.
The camp is a one-day experience modeled after the successful Penn State Fantasy Camp for Men. Both camps are organized by Global Football, and Public Relations Officer Lauren Hickey says this camp will give women of all ages first-class coaching and instruction, extensive tours of Penn State facilities, and a chance to play a blue-white flag football game in Beaver Stadium.
Global Football President Patrick Steenberg, he's been doing the men's camp for 5 years now, and each year there's just been more women saying, hey, how can we do this too? And so he finally thought it would be a good idea to do it. And obviously so, we have 50 very enthusiastic women here.
To these football fans, this experience is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and 67-year-old Suzanne Tedesco said she's been waiting to do this for a long time.
We are a big football family, and I like doing things that are adventurous, and I decided that I deserved to come here. Nobody had to send me. I was going to bring myself. As soon as I saw the ad, I called the next morning. I always feel pretty connected because I'm in Quarterback Club. Joe Paterno lives in our neighborhood, and I usually, by the second game of the season, know the numbers of all the major players.
Coach McQueary led the campers throughout the day and was happy to see the enthusiasm the campers brought to the field.
They're an active group, they're interested, they've asked really good questions. You know, they want to learn, they're doing a great job, they really are. And there's some good athletes here.
Hickey said the event was a huge success and a great way for Penn State to give something back to their dedicated female fans.
They just love Penn State football, and this is just great to see every aspect of it.
If you want to experience Penn State football for yourself, log on to globalfootball.com. In the center of it all, I'm Tara Berardi. The inaugural Penn State Ladies Football Camp was a hit, with 50 campers in attendance ranging in age from 16 all the way to 67. Coming up, you've probably seen him around town. We sit down with local musical genius Tommy Wareham. And one State College Spikes player was released from his active duty commitment to the U.S. Army to pursue his dreams.